Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Emotional Devil here, and we're going to talk about this judgment cut because everybody's been asking about it, and I don't think anybody has really made a video about it that I'm aware of. So it's actually not too complicated. The basic gist of it is really similar to Devil May Cry 4. You press and you hold the button, you get a charge on it, you release it, you get your judgment cut, and this can be done, of course, from any of your combos, so it could be even done on the final hit.
You're finished.
And to get the perfect one, of course, it's just a matter of releasing it right when the charge goes off. I'll see if I can get a couple.
Don't move. Down move.
There we go.
Kneel before.
So if you land it perfect, you're getting 3 times the damage, because he's firing off 3 judgments, basically. So what everybody's really here for, though, is the consecutive judgment cuts. I'll see if I can throw an example real quick.
Down move. Check.
So basically the way this works is you're just getting another perfect release off of your previous judgment cut. So I'll use normal judgment into a perfect judgment for the easy example. So what I'm doing is I'm going to release the charge, but right as I release it, if you look at the controller here, the triangle button, I'm going to release it and then re-press and hold the button.
You're finished.
And you notice I have my charge again, so I'll do it again, but I'll do it a little bit slower.
Don't move. Out of my way.
So all you're doing is perfectly re-releasing from your second time of pressing and holding it. And there's about 3 ways that I can think of, at least, for trying to get the timing down. The first one, I don't really recommend it, because any good Devil May Cry player knows you should be paying attention to the enemy and not your character, but it's to watch Virgil's sword. So, if I do Judgment, and I start holding it again to charge up my next one for 2 in a row, if I release it right when Virgil sheathes Yamato back into the scabbard, that's the correct timing. I'll see if I can land that here.
You're finished.
So, I didn't quite get it that time, but you can see a blue flash come off right around his left hand when he sheathes it in.
Don't move.
Right there. That's the correct timing to release it.
You're finished. Ashes.
And then from there, it's just a matter of repeating that. The biggest issue, of course, is doing regular judgment. It comes out slower,
Out of my way.
and it lasts a little bit longer, as where the perfect one comes out obviously quicker, because Virgil doesn't do this back step. And of course, the judgment cut doesn't last as long. The next way I would say to do it is either off of the sound that it makes, that loud screaming doo kind of noise, or looking at the white slashes that it produces is what has been working for me. There's some lingering effects that stay afterwards, but if you re-release it right as the white flashes go away, I've been able to judge the timing from there decently well.
Out of my way. Kneel before.
And it's also weird too, because the ones in the air seem to be a little bit longer. The timing feels a little bit different.
You're finished. Ashes. Down move. Check.
Another really cool trick I've seen a few of the high-level players pulling off so far. I can do it just a little bit, but you can actually interrupt all of your trick actions with a judgment cut. Excuse my phone alarm. And it will actually interrupt it. So as you can see, the height here is, normal jump height, of course. And you can do trick up and release it late, and you'll be at the full height. But you can also release it right after trick, And you'll notice that's a way to skip doing the backstep if you already have it charged and you missed your perfect timing. I'll see if I can pull off consecutives with that as well. Where it gets really fun though is in an air combo, doing it with trick down and trick up. It looks really fancy, at least in my opinion it does. I'll see if I can pull that off. Might be a little embarrassing if I mess this one up. I let go of the air one a little too soon, but you get the basic idea. For the most part, I think that's about all there is to it. Extra small details: when you're in Sin Devil Trigger, Virgil will fire off 3 judgment cuts, but they'll be split upon like different demons, so you can hit 3 demons at a time basically. Can't really show that off in the Void. And then of course the Doppelganger, he'll fire off a judgment cut on whatever you're aiming at. You're basically getting 2. And you can kind of use this in interesting ways, because he has this gimmick where if I do air trick, he'll go with me, but if I do any of my other trick actions, he won't follow those, letting us be in different positions. So you use this to guarantee that he's hitting, and then you can go away and do something else. But if you ever want him to come back to you, you just need to do a perfect release. And what I mean by that is, he'll do judgment with you, but if you do a perfect one, he always teleports back to you. Now, I didn't discover this. I don't remember the name of the guy who did, but I'm definitely not taking credit for that. I probably wouldn't have figured that out for a while. So yeah, if you guys have any more questions, leave them down in the comments below, and I'll get around to making another video or trying to give some examples of anything you guys want. Peace. Emotional Devil out.